It's Miss Heather from Miss Donna and Miss Heather's 3B class. While we're all at home trying to stay healthy, I thought it would be fun to read you one of my favorite stories. Now, I don't know about you, but when I read, I like to be all cozied up. So I'm sitting right now in a loft in my kids' playroom amongst all the pillows and all the soft, cozy things. And I thought, what a perfect place to read a story to my friends. Now, I don't know about you, but I love Dr. Seuss. He's silly and crazy and has great stories. So one of the stories that I want to read to you today is my favorite Dr. Seuss story, which just so happens to star a pair of green pants. So let's dive in and see what we find. It's called, What Was I Scared Of? Well, I was walking in the night, and I saw nothing scary, for I have never been afraid of anything. Not very. Then I was deep within the woods, when suddenly I spied them. I saw a pair of pale green pants with nobody inside them. I wasn't scared, but yet I stopped. What could those pants be there for? What could a pair of pants at night be standing in the air for? And then they moved. Those empty pants, they kind of started jumping. And then my heart, I must admit, it kind of started thumping. So I got out. I got out fast as I could go, sir. I wasn't scared, but pants like that I did not care for. No, sir. After that, a week went by. Then one dark night in Greenwich, I had to do an errand there and fetch some Greenwich spinach. While I had fetched the spinach, I was starting back through town when those pants raced round a corner and they almost knocked me down. I lost my Greenwich spinach, but I didn't even care. I ran for home, believe me. I had really had a scare. Now, bicycles were never made for pale green pants to ride 'em, especially spooky pale green pants with nobody inside them. And the next night I was fishing for doubt trout on River River when those pants came rowing toward me. Well, I started in to shiver. And by now I was so frightened that I'll tell you, but I hate to. I screamed and rode away and lost my hook and line and bait too. Oh no. I ran and found a brickle bush. I hid myself away. I got brickles in my britches, but I stayed there anyway. I stayed all night, the next night too. I'd be there still, no doubt, but I had to do an errand. So the next night I went out. I had to do an errand, had to pick a peck of snide, in a dark and gloomy snide field that was almost 9 miles wide. I said, I do not fear those pants with nobody inside them. I said and said and said those words. I said them, but I lied them. Then I reached inside a snide bush, and the next thing that I knew, I felt my hand touch someone, and I'll bet that you know who. And there I was, caught in the snide, and in that dreadful place, those spooky, empty pants and I were standing face to face. I yelled for help. I screamed. I shrieked. I howled. I yelled. I cried. Oh, save me from these pale green pants with nobody inside. then a strange thing happened. Why, those pants began to cry. Those pants began to tremble. They were just as scared as I. I never heard such whimpering, and I began to see that I was just as strange to them as they were strange to me. I put my arm around their waist and sat right down beside them. I calmed them down, poor empty pants with nobody inside them. And now we meet quite often, those empty pants and I, and we never shake or tremble. We both smile and we say, "Hi!" And that's the end of my favorite Dr. Seuss story. I love it because sometimes there are things that you might not know about or understand yet, and so they seem scary. And then once you get to maybe meet that person or have that experience like going to school and meeting new friends, you realize it's not so scary after all. And that a lot of times just a little bit of understanding and love makes everybody feel a lot better and a lot safer. I hope y'all are having a nice time at home. We miss you. We can't wait to get back to school. Stay healthy.